What's up guys, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. Square versus PayPal. This has been an epic battle and rivalry. Similar to the Trojans versus the Spartans, in that the Trojans used the Trojan horse to penetrate the Spartan fortress. In the same way, Square has used innovative technology and their CEO Jack Dorsey has used great leadership to steal massive market share from PayPal. So which is better as a business and as a stock? Well, in this video, we're going to find out as I deep dive into the business's numbers, their products and services, and detail which one I think is the best buy. So if you're ready for that, let's dive in.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win.
Right guys, before we get started, if you're new around here and you want more investing tips and exclusive stock market picks, which I'm personally investing into, then join the family and hit that subscribe button. And make sure guys, that notification bell is turned on. That way you won't miss out on future stock picks, which I'm investing into. And also to help us wake up the YouTube AI, then feel free to give this video an early thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that and it really helps out with the channel. But with that being said, let's dive in to this analysis. So PayPal was originally founded by the great Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, who was one of the original investors into Facebook. PayPal was then acquired by eBay before the company was split into two. PayPal was the original enabling technology for safe online payments. I don't know about you, but I remember back in the 90s when you wished to purchase something online, many people were fearful about putting their credit card details in. PayPal changed that for the better. However, these days things are very different and PayPal and eBay are actually going through a nasty divorce.
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
With their payments contract expiring this year, as eBay wishes to take full control of its payment system. So what about Square? Well, Square was founded in 2009 by Jack Dorsey, who's also the Twitter CEO. The idea behind Square is to disrupt the entire fintech space. Jack Dorsey's vision is to create an entire payment ecosystem, and that you never have to take your cash out of. I'm sure many of you can relate. When using PayPal, you can't wait to withdraw your money from the system so you can use it in your day-to-day lives. So what's the differences between the two? Well, I've actually done a comparison of the different products and services, so I'm going to go over those right now. So as you can see here, I've got Square versus PayPal, and I've got their different products and services. So first we have Square POS. This is a popular system used by small businesses to collect and receive payments. And then on the opposite side with PayPal, they also have a point of sale system. So like for like, these are very similar systems. Now on to the next service, we have Square Capital. Now what I do like about Square, and I do feel it's got an edge over PayPal, and that PayPal's business loans are very clunky, they're very slow. Although it does offer a similar service, it's very clunky and very slow. Whereas Square Capital uses artificial intelligence, then Square can actually judge the business's capital requirements. So if a small business has its entire payment ecosystem inside Square, Square can collect a vast amount of data. So the system can know not just how much to loan to the small business, but how easy they can pay it back because they've been tracking the business's financials. So I will give a point to Square there. So then we have the Cash App, which is similar to Venmo. Now Venmo is a peer-to-peer money sending service. So let's say you're out in a restaurant with a group of friends and you all wish to split the bill. You can all send the money instantly to each other and to friends, which makes things very seamless. Now Square's Cash App also offers this service, but they also offer a variety of other services, such as investing into stocks, investing into Bitcoin, and even taking salaried payments through the app. When Square makes a move, PayPal seems to make the same move. So maybe they're copying, maybe they aren't, but it does seem like in that way. So Square purchased a heap load of Bitcoin and then PayPal also followed suit, as Square's Bitcoin business is one of its fastest growing, which is the crypto element on the comparison. And then we also have Square Card and PayPal as Square credit card and debit card. So they're obviously very similar processes. So then the last part, I've got some unique features of both companies. So Square has Square online stores. So this is similar to an online Shopify store or e-commerce website, which you can open for your small business. Square also has Verse, which is a Spanish peer-to-peer app which Square acquired, as Square has the majority of market share in the US and doesn't have much international penetration, so that is a negative for Square. So PayPal's brand name is a lot more well known, which you could say is a competitive advantage due to its previous partnership with eBay. I'm sure everybody has used PayPal in the past. They also have a greater international presence. So they've acquired multiple companies in order to speed up their growth. So then you have Honey, which is a browser extension which automatically finds and applies coupon codes when you're browsing certain websites. This is completely free for you to use. Then we also have iZettle, which is another acquisition of PayPal. So that's basically a Swedish financial technology company which includes payments, point of sales, funding, and partners. Then we have Hyperwallet, which basically allows large businesses and organizations to send funds to sellers, workers, and claimants globally without any worry of regulation issues. So PayPal's doing these multiple acquisitions for many reasons. The first is to speed up the company's growth. The second is to allow growth into international markets without the worry of regulations. And the third, it can lower the risk of setting up an entirely new management team for an entirely new product or entirely new service in order to penetrate a new market. So in Q3 of 2020, Square actually exceeded analyst expectations on gross payment volume. So adjusted earnings per share was 34 cents versus the analysts expected of 16 cents. So it's over double what the analysts expected. So revenue exceeded consensus estimates by nearly $1 billion, and gross payment volume came in above analyst expectations as well. So total net revenue of $3.03 billion was up 140% year over year compared to predicted year over year growth of 66.2%. So that's also over double of what analysts expected from Square. Now that is massive, and that's why we can see the stock has flown massively. Square's Cash App has been the major crown jewel, which posted a 212 year-on-year gross profit growth, which is incredible. It's also been accelerated by the global health crisis, which has caused a shift into contactless payments. Now, PayPal has also been growing, but nowhere near at the pace of Square, which would make sense due to the company's market cap and their method of growing the business. PayPal's revenue surged by 22.2% year over year to $5.26 billion, which is still good. Like anything over 20% is a growth stock. And Venmo, PayPal's mobile payment app, which is similar to obviously Square's Cash App, witnessed a 52% growth to $37 billion. So that is a massive amount of growth for Venmo. Price to earnings here, rolling 1 year, 161.8 and only 42.5 for PayPal. But like I say, the reinvestment of profits may skew that number. Earnings per share growth 56.5, so higher earnings per share growth for Square. Price to sales. Now, this I thought was quite interesting. So the price to sales to date, 10.44. So you're paying 10 times the company's sales for both Square and PayPal. So they've actually got very similar price to sales ratios. So overall, both Square and PayPal are fantastic businesses to invest into. They're both in the growing fintech industry, and we can see all payments moving online. To me, Square is the innovator, the disruptor, the business which is coming up with new ideas and creating this entire ecosystem. But the method PayPal's using to grow is basically by acquiring more companies in order to grow its market share. I believe Square has a better user interface and all-inclusive platform. They both have a very high valuation. Square slightly more so as the stock has ran up massively, but Square's also experiencing much higher growth. So personally for me, I'm watching both stocks right now and I'm waiting for a strong pullback in either. I'd definitely like to open a large position in Square, but not at these current valuations. Now that's not to say the stock can't go higher in the short term, which I believe it will do, but the greater a company's valuation, the larger risk it is for investors. Have you used the services of Square, and what do you think about those compared to PayPal? Is Square's Cash App 5 times better than PayPal's Venmo? Let me know, because I'd love to know your thoughts, and all the community will get in and we'll pitch in with questions and ideas and discussions in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and found some value, then feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And if you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell. If you're an existing subscriber, make sure that notification bell is turned on. That way you won't miss out on future stock picks, which I'm personally investing into. With that being said, I hope you guys have an incredible day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.